Let's greetings each and every one of you. Well, this is Servant David. And if you're looking for health awareness, elevation, games, stories, songs, comedy, and more, then come check me out. Servant David Show. Holly man and woman them know. Content for your channel start grow. Stop right just so for all the info. You hear the name in the intro. It's the Servant David Show. So comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to share me out. Yeah? Servant David said love, manners, and elevation. A blessed greetings each and every one of you. I want to welcome you to the Servant David Show, yeah? And today, we're going to be discussing what are your views on should you have a good relationship with your significant other's parents. You know? So again, we're talking about should you have a good relationship with your significant other's parents. You know, what are your views? I have my views. I'm sure you have yours. We all have our views. So what are your views? Just let me know. You can feel free to come on up, or you can stay in the comment section, and you know. But right now we're just gonna wait for a couple of people to come in and jump into the topic, you know. And there's no right topic, there's no wrong. I mean, there's no right answer, there's no right answer. It's just what are your views on do you think that you should have a good relationship with your in-laws, your significant others, parents, whether it be both parents or just one of them? What are your views? What are your views? DJ's family, I want to thank you for coming. Jim Bob, thanks for coming. And again, this topic here is what are your views on if you should have a good relationship with your in-laws, with your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, maybe even your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law, with your in-laws? Do you think it's a good idea? But mainly their parents. What are your views on it? Again, you can feel free to come on up. So yeah, sorry about that.
I just had a quick little missed call, but yeah, I was just, again, this topic here is what are your views on should you have a good relationship with your significant other parents? And we can go further and say your significant other's brothers or sisters. Can say that as well. But again, this is specifically talking about parents. Should I have a good relationship with my wife's parents or parent? Should she have a good relationship with my parents? I'm going to say parents because my two parents are still together, still married for 50 something years now. But, so what are your views? Again, I'm just waiting for a few people to come in, and we'll get this thing started, yeah? I'm gonna go ahead and share some people out in the meantime.
Let's greetings each and every one of you. Well, this is Servant David. And if you're looking for health awareness, elevation, games, stories, songs, comedy, and more, then come check me out. Servant David Show. All the man and woman them know. Content for your channel start grow. Stop right just so we all the info. You hear the name in the intro. It's the Servant David Show. So comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to share me out. Yeah, Servant David said love, manners, and elevation.
So yeah, again, blessed greetings and blessed welcome to each and every one of you. Yeah, whether you're staying or you're passing through, manners, love, and elevation to you. Servant David says, yeah. And again, this topic here is basically, what are your views on how should your relationship be with your significant others, parents? Should you have a good relationship with them? Should you not be at malice with them? Are them not at malice with you? Vice versa, what do you think their parents, do you think their parents should have a good relationship with you? Because there's times where you can have a good relationship with them and they don't have a good relationship with you, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah? So again, what are your views on in-laws? Should it be that you have, or would it be a right thing if everybody could get along with, any way you want to put it, any way you want to word it, any view you have? If you think not at all, fine. But let's just talk about it, yeah? On the Servant David Show. Servant David Show. Still all I meds in a herd. Don't miss me, keep them a word. Still all I meds in a herd. Come and put Almighty God first. Hey. Still all I meds in a herd. So again, what are your views? What are your views on relationships with your in-laws? Living good with your in-laws? What are your views? Let's greeting to that person who just came in. I want to thank you. I can't see who you are because I don't know who you are until you leave a comment in the chat, but I want to thank you and welcome you again. This topic here is, what are your views on relationships with your significant others' parents, meaning your in-laws? I'm specifically talking about their parents, mother, father, or both. But if you want to also include and talk about the brothers, like brother-in-law, sister-in-law, your husband's brother or your husband's sister, your boyfriend's brother, your husband's sister, vice versa. But specifically talking about parents, do you think it's wise to have a good relationship with your significant others or your special someone's parents? And if you think so, why do you think so? Or why don't you think so? Of course, I'm going to speak my view, but I'm going to wait until a few people they come on in and we can get into this topic, you know? So until then, we're just going to take a small commercial break, yeah? So blessed greetings again, blessed greetings, blessed greetings. Thank you for coming in. I don't know who you are again, unless, I see you in the chat. Whoever it is, if you are a content creator, you can feel free to type the word elevation in the chat, and Nightbot will definitely drop your channel for you. So again, this topic here is, what are your views on, should you have a, a good relationship with your significant other's parents? What are your views? So blessed greetings again to that person who just came in. Thank you. Manners, love, and elevation, yeah? What are your views on should you have a good relationship, or would it be wise or a good thing for if everyone could have a good relationship with their in-laws? Do you have a good relationship with your in-laws? And not only that, but do they have a good relationship with you? Because it goes both ways. You know, you can treat a person good, and they don't treat you like that for whatever reasons they may have. But do you think it would be better off? Do you think relationships would last longer or not? What are your views? What are your views on that? Thank you for coming. Blessed welcome to that person. I cannot tell who you are. I believe Deidre's Family TV is here, and Jim Bob is here. Is there anyone else? Well, what are your views? You know, what are your views on it? So, what are your views? What are your views on? Do you think you should have a good relationship with your significant other's parents? So, what are your views? What are your views on? Do you think that it's a good idea to have a good relationship with your in-laws, meaning your special someones, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, their parents? Is it a good idea for them to do that? And I see here Jim Bob says, I think it's wise to be I think it's wise to be good living with your in-laws, but it's not always a possibility. True. True indeed. True indeed. True indeed. True indeed. And sometimes it takes one special someone to make it a possibility, because a lot of times it seems like it's not possible, but it is. So, is your relationship worth fighting for, worth working for? You know, I mean, you are going into a relationship with your significant other. Do you think, and I'm talking from the beginning, you don't know them, you meet them, you like them, you fall in love with them, Google Gaga, whatever, and the two of you say, okay, you're gonna be together. Do you think that you will never have an argument? Do you think that you will always get along? Do you think it will always be things that you, even though you've been doing it from the day you each one of you met each other, but don't you think one day one of those, meaning me or her or me, is going, or you or them or you, is going to get sick of what you're doing and maybe change? So if it's because you want to say in-laws change, you have to also look at, the relationship that you have with your significant other. So again, do you think that it would be a good thing or wise to have a good relationship with your significant others? And I want to thank you, Vanessa Walker, for coming in. Thank you so much, so much, so much. Give me a kiss right here. Thank you, baby. Thank you for coming, yeah? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So, as Jim Bob said, he thinks it would be a good idea, but it's not always possible. That is true. It's not always possible, and a lot of times things seem not to be possible. But with dedication and hard work, it becomes possible, you know. But what are your views, Vanessa? If you feel like you want to come on up on screen, feel free to come on up on screen. We can talk. You do not have to show your face at all. Um, and I don't know if you're familiar with the YouTube thing, but there will be no charge to you or anything like that. But you can come on up and we discuss. What are your views or other people's views? And you don't have to just specify it to the parents. You can also include the brothers and the sisters. Should you have a good relationship with your husband's brother or sister? And again, I say, flip it around. Should they have a good relationship with you? Because you can be as nice as you can possibly be to anybody, and they do not return that sincerity, that love, that concern, that friendship, that caringness. They don't return it. And it could be many reasons. Some people are traumatized from past life situations. But again, what are your views? What are your views on having a good relationship with your special someone's parents? What are your views? And if you're not married, this also goes for you and for everyone who is with someone. Do you have a good relationship with your someone's parents? What are your views? I need to get me a proper drop back. This is actually supposed to have been a background for my other channel that I have called The Wild West, specifically about pit bulls, dogs in general, but this was supposed to be the background for that. But I'm gonna get me a proper backdrop and set it up, set it up nice. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And yes, in every one of these pictures here, the whole wall, they are me. And some of the dogs I've had, you know, I can give you a little sneak peek. Dogs I've had or have. It's me. And that's me back in the day. Uh-huh. But again, that's not for this topic. I was just showing you guys as we wait, you know, and I think I'm gonna run to a quick commercial break in the meantime. Yeah. So stay tuned. Let's greetings each and every one of you. Well, this is Servant David. And if you're looking for health awareness, elevation, games, stories, songs, comedy, and more, then come check me out. Servant David Show. Holly man and woman them know. Content real and the start grow. Stop right just up in all the info. You hear the name in the intro. This is Servant David Show. So comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to share me out. Yeah, Servant David say love, manners, and elevation. Well, bless, welcomes, Auntie Charm. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. As you see, the topic is, what are your views on, is it a good idea to have a good relationship with your significant others, parents, your special someone's parents, your in-laws? What do you think? What do you think? There's no wrong or right answer, no better or worse answer. Blessed greetings, Miss Hart Gasper. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Give me a kiss right, yes, sir. Thank you, babes. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Yeah, manners, love, and elevation. Servant David said to you. Yeah. So, what are your views on, should you have a good relationship with your special someone's parents, or their brothers or their sisters? I'm specifically speaking on parents. You know, this is another topic, but what do you think? Do you think that your significant others should show some type of trait from their parents? Like, should I have good traits from my mother and my father to bring into a relationship? You know, should you have good traits to bring from both your parents or even one of your parents to bring into a relationship? And when I say bring into, I mean to help be a cornerstone, to help be a chiseling tool, to help build a relationship. Do you think that you should have some type of bringing up from your parents? And if you feel that way, then do you think that, you know, you should have a good relationship with your special someone's parents? Should you guys be on good terms? And again, I said, you know, a lot of times, and Jim Bob also said that it would be a good idea if that was possible. That's a shortcut answer. And then he also said that, but it's not always possible. And I fully understand what he's saying. And so I'm saying, like, what are your views on it? What do you think on it? Because again, you can be the nicest person to someone. You can try with someone, and that's someone just don't bring back what you pushing out to them. And let's say you are bringing good vibes to your significant other's parents, but then or in-law, in-laws, meaning like their brothers, your sisters, stuff like that. You're pushing out good energy, positive vibes, and for some reason they are not pushing out that same energy to you. Do you automatically stop? Do you work on it? Do you ask them, what is it about you that bothers them? Or even tell them, what is it about them, about you? I mean, I'm sorry, you tell them what it is about you, about them that bothers you. You get me? Super, but yeah, man. Still, me understand, me fully understand. Thank you for coming anyways. Manners, love, and elevation, yeah? Give me a kiss right just up on my bar spot, for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Manners, love, and elevation to you, and you. You see me cover it up just to save it. Yeah. So, again, but quickly, if you can, type what is, if you can't, that's fine. But what are your views on having a good relationship with your special someone's parents or with their brothers or sisters? But I'm really speaking about with their parents. What are your views on it? I mean, again, there is no wrong answer. There is no right answer. It's just a conversation, constructive conversation, but it's a conversation. So what are your views again on it? What do you think? And I want to thank again each and every one of you for coming in, Miss Hart Gasper, Vanessa, Charms Lifestyle, Silan Cut. I want to thank you, Nightbot, for the hard work that you're doing. You know what I mean? Jim Bob, who else is here? Deidre's family, thank you for coming. And anyone who is behind the curtains and is not feeling like coming up on screen, and anybody who does want to come up on screen, feel free to come on up. And there's a link, just feel free to come on up for anyone who does want to come up. Still a whole of meds in her, even though me see the wicked them alert. Still a whole of meds in her, cause me put Almighty God first, yeah. Still a whole of meds in her, even though me see the wicked them alert. Still a whole of meds in her, cause me put Almighty God first. Well, virus after virus, them no stop create them. What about the elders? What about the children? As prayer can tell in the sky them, yo, me sick of them and catch. Still a whole of meds in the earth. Even though me see the wicked them alert. Still a whole of meds in the earth. Cause me put Almighty God first. Freestyle. Still a whole of meds in the earth. Even though me see the wicked them alert. Servant still a whole a meds in a herb, cause him put Almighty God. In a me ups and down, in a me ins and out, me say me God, he not let me down. In a me coming in and me going out, God, he not let me down. Up on the mountain, in the valley. So yeah, what are your views? I'm waiting to hear. What's your views? Today is not Music Monday. Today is Games and More Tuesday. And I normally would be putting on a game today, and I just might put on a game a little bit later on. Maybe YouTube Feud or Oh My Goodness Facts or Truths about Servant David. That might be a good one. I don't know. I don't know. But right now, this is More Tuesdays. Games on More Tuesday. So this is more other things other than just games on Tuesday. This games and more Tuesday. So this is More Tuesday. You get it? Anyway, what are your views on should you have a good relationship with your significant other's parents? Should you live, is it good to be able to live good with them? To be able to have a conversation with them every now and then, to be able to check up on them, for them to be able to check up on you. And I don't mean to nosy and pry in your business. I mean to check up on you, sincerely check up on you, see how you're doing. Is that a good thing, bad thing, wise, foolish? What are your views? What are your views? What are your views?
Women and men with certain skin conditions, dehydrating conditions better than any over-the-counter product, guaranteed to have visibly brighter and smoother skin in less than a week. To order, visit srgcosmetics.com or call 407 706 5544. SRG products, bringing perfect beauty. Everybody, that the product is in Jamaica. You know, the custom teeth man in the bottom there. I sell it one, I sell it back, but not under my dead body. No, I sell it today. The blood of Jesus. You understand it? You know what? Dehydrating conditions better than any over-the-counter product. Guaranteed to have visibly brighter and smoother skin in less than a week. To order, visit srgcosmetics.com or call 407 706 5544. SRG products, bringing perfect beauty. Love, manners, and elevation. And right now, if you don't have info spot 411, I want you to go grab him. And if you don't have active Chupsy, what are you waiting for? What about Lady? Sean Lowe, you gotta go check her out. Shannon Ma, Time with Tiffy. Be sure to go check out Life with Simona Nigel. And of course, we cannot forget the Brother Gary radio show. Be sure to go check them out, yeah? The Cam Squad, very sincere, inspiring charm. S. Manimel, Run for Active X. Be sure to go check him out, yeah? Still Uncut with the Blythe. Jesse Simone and Rush Comedy. Very active and very, very sincere YouTubers. The Super Active Family. KK Official. Yeah? Jewel in the Kitchen. Battle Blacks Music. Manners, Love, and Elevation, yeah? Wagwan Reaction. Be sure to go check them out. Jesus Daughter. Family is a must-have, yeah? Low Vibes. KC, yeah? Go check her out. And GKH. And the real Lewis Gang, yeah? You gotta go check them out. Very sincere. Go check out Official Volcano, yeah? And make sure you do the thing correctly. Servant David says so. So yeah, again, what are your views on should you have a good relationship with your significant other's parents, with your in-laws, with your father-in-law or your mother-in-law? Do you think it's wise or a good idea, or do you think that relationships would be better off if it was like that? Do you think they would be better, worse if they were like, you know, what are your views on it? Bless greetings, J-Dog. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for being here. Manners, Love, and Elevation. Servant David says so, yeah? So, I don't know if you got a chance to view the topic, but the topic is, what are your views on should you have a good relationship with your significant other's parents or with your special someone's
parents, your in-law, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. I'm not really talking too much about the brother-in-law, sister-in-law, but we can touch it. But this one here is specifically about the parents. Do you think that it's wise to have a good relationship, to be to live good with them, to be able to check up on them sometime, for them sometimes for them to be able to even check up on you sometimes? Do you think it's a good idea for it to be like that? Would it make a relationship better? Would it make it worse? And why? Don't just say yes, it's a good idea. No, it's not a good idea. Why do you think it is, and why do you think it's not a good idea? Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and I'll be right back. Bless, welcome, bless, welcome. I want to thank you all for coming. Bless, welcome. Thank you, and I apologize for that little slight commercial break I had to take. Um, evidence, huh? Ran to grab something to drink. I mean, not to drink, to eat. But I said drink because it's soup, but it's not really quite ready yet. So I just had to run back real quick. Willie, manners, love, and respect, and elevation, me said to you. Yeah, you know. So I don't know if you got to pre what the topic of the LS is, and if you did, what are your views on it? If you did not get a chance to check it out, what are your views on, do you think it's a good idea for you to have a good relationship with your in-laws, with your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, or your even your brother-in-law, sister-in-law? Not too touching on it, but I know a few people may want to throw that in there. But specifically today, I'm asking and talking about the parents. Do you think it's a good idea to have a good relationship with your parent, with your significant other's parents, and why or why not? You know, do you think it's a good thing that, say you yourself, is it a good thing that you can learn things from your parents and take what you've learned from them and bring it to help build your relationship with your significant other? Do you think that's a good thing, or do you think no, one should just have their own, bringing up their own way, whatever? Like what are your views on it? Again, there is no wrong, there is no right, there's just, what do you think? Do you think it's a good idea to have a good relationship with your mother-in-law or your father-in-law? And Willie says yes, if you have a good rap with them, then it's a high possibility that you will have a long lasting relationship. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. It's a good possibility that you will have a very long lasting relationship. And I would say it's a good idea. I want to save my view on it, but so yeah, I want to save my view on it. And you guys do not just have to comment in the comment section. You guys can feel free to come on up. I just dropped the link. I hope I did it correctly. I'm still a rookie at this going live thing, so please bear with me. Yeah. And so yeah, you can feel free to jump in the link, click the link, and come on up. You do not have to show your face, excuse me, or anything like that. But what are your views, and why do you have those views? You know, again, do you think that you should be able to bring something to your relationship with your significant others that with your significant others that give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry about that. Willie, you all set. You all set, buddy. Yep, you all set. So again, um, and yes, as Willie said, yeah, if you can have that good reputation, if you can have that good rap with them, if you can have that good, be able to go and check on them and they come check on you and not check on you like they're trying to pry into your business and all of that, but check on you sincerely from the heart. It's a good idea to do that. And Jim Bob, he also said that earlier up top in the comments, but then he also said that it would be good to be able to do that, but it's not always possible, which drew me to talk sooner than I wanted to talk about how, yes, that is a very valid point, because a lot of times you can be as nice as you want to be to someone, to anyone. As mean as they are, you try to be as nice as possible to them. And for some reason, they just won't return that energy that you push out to them. Now I ask, if that is the situation, from the first time that happens, do you just give up and say, well, I'm not bother with that one here, I'm not bothering with this one here? Or do you try to fight, not fight it, but try to see what it is that, try to work on it? Because you have to remember, that you are a person, your spouse is a person, and their parents are persons. And everybody, which are persons, is different. Some have different bringing up. Some have the same thought, but different cultures. So it's the same goal for a relationship, but different cultural bringing up. And it seems like their way is wrong because they're used to a certain thing. They're used to being a certain way. They're used to seeing their cousins, their uncles, their aunts, their mom, their dad, their so on and so forth. They're used to seeing them live certain ways. So they that is the way for them. But is it a good idea to have a good relationship with your parents? And should your spouse themselves, do you think they should have a good relationship with their parents, with their own parents? This is just a broad open topic on basically in-laws and good relationship, bad relationship. Anybody who might have a story to tell of a situation you've heard of, or a certain situation, or a situation that you've personally been in. What do you think? What are your views? What are your views? So give me 1 second. I'm gonna go check on that soup, yeah?
Let's greetings each and every one of you. Well, this is Servant David. And if you're looking for health awareness, elevation, games, stories, songs, comedy, and more, then come check me out. Servant David Show. How the man and woman them know. Content for your channel start grow. Stop right just so all the info. You hear the name in the intro. It's the Servant David Show. So comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to share me out. Yeah, Servant David said love, manners, and elevation.
So manners, love, and elevation again, yeah? So, what are your views? Willie, you get the jacket, yeah? So I don't know if you notice. So yeah, what are your views? Just a little red pea soup with some breadfruit in it, a little bit of beef. Mhm. But what are your views? Do you think it's a good idea to have a good relationship with your mother-in-law, father-in-law, or both? It can be hard. I think we should have a good relationship with them. I think if it's not good at first, we should try to see how we can try to make it a good. Don't just give up on it. Work towards it. But before you actually get serious with someone, so before you get serious about the boyfriend, girlfriend, before you get serious about getting married and all of that, I think you should have already known enough about your possible in-laws. I think you should have already done, just like you do research on your special someone, learn them, sometimes do some little investigating on them. It's a good idea to know where the background is coming from. What family members is who? I heard of a story where someone was in line at a grocery store or some type of store or something. And it's a line, and they were married to to someone. So they're married. And I want to say it was one of those like 4th of July, right? So they were in the grocery store, and I guess it was going to be some type of event somewhere, right? So these two ladies are in the grocery store, and they're in line together. And of course, in line, no, they don't really say anything to each other. They see each other, but they don't really acknowledge each other like that. And it wasn't until they reached the venue, reached where the event was going to go, you know, later on that day or whatever, and come to find out that that lady was her husband's mother. How that happened? True story. But how that happened? Why? How? How? His mother. Obviously, his mother did not go to that wedding. Why? Could be good reason, could be bad reason, but why would you not? Why would your parents be around and not go to the wedding? Is that some type of sign? If they are unable to go, that is a different thing. That's a different thing if they're unable to go. But if they are able to go and they don't go, what's up? What's that all about? I think we should know our special someone's parents, brothers, sisters, even cousins. Cousins is a little bit stretched out, but we should at least know them because they could be on the road and in need of help, and you walk right past them. And are your husband, are your wife, family, and you not help them. I don't really think that you should see anyone and see that they need help anyways and ignore them and not try to help. Let me tell you something. You see me? I'm always trying to help someone do something. And there has been times, you see me, I'm not really too technology skilled. I'm not too, you know, car mechanic skilled. I cannot work on a car. Cannot work on a car. Me can't change the oil in a car. Me can't do that. I mean, no shame to say me can't change oil in a car. Me can carry God the place and make them change it. Me can't change. I mean, not change no car oil and other engine stuff when we can't do. No, I can pour the oil inside the place where it needs to go, but to actually change it, no, I cannot do that. I can fill the car with fluids that it needs to be filled with, but to actually do maintenance on the car, as far as give it an oil change, I cannot do that. The most I can do is jack a car up and change the tire, and that's it. If I'm driving along and I see someone who is broken down, I will go off of my instinct, my spirit, what my spirit is telling me. And sometimes I will stop because you cannot stop for everyone. That might be your last stop. So you have to be careful. Where I come from anyways, you know. So I would try to help them. And Like you're driving along and you see them on the side of the road with the hood pull up or the flashing lights on. Sometimes pull over and try to help her, especially if it's a female and she look like she by herself. But while me I pull up, me I pray to God make it be something simple, like she just need a jump start or something like that. Please God, because me no know okay. When me get out, if me even if it's more than just a jump start or something like that, I will pretend and look like say me I try this and try that. I me no know what me I do, you know. I will not unplug nothing, but I will shake this and shake that and shake this and shake that and try it now. Why I mean, no, you know, and done. But I tried to help. You understand? No, no, no. So I just think that we should always try to help anyone. If if everybody helped everybody, nobody would need anything. You ever think about that? If everybody helped everybody, nobody would need anything. All right. Nobody needs anything if everybody helped everybody. Think about it. If I help Willie and Willie helped Sil, Sil helped Jim Bob helped Badu Blocks, Badu Blocks helped Deidre, Deidre helped Charm helped, and so on and so forth. You don't think that somewhere along the line, somebody's gonna come back and help me that started that chain? So if everybody helped everybody, we wouldn't be in poverty. We wouldn't have recessions and stuff like that. But back on the topic, what are your views on should you have a good relationship with your in-laws? And again, I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here. Everybody who did show, you are much appreciated because let me tell you, the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4s is so much better than 0. Would I like the numbers to be up? Yeah, but I'm well comfortable with just the 2 or 3. So again, I want to thank you all for coming. I've been here approximately 1 hour, 1 hour and some minutes, or 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like that. Or 15 minutes. So I'm not really going to stay too much longer. And I know as soon as I decide to click that button, that is when the doors are going to swing open and people will start forwarding. But I just wanted to know what were some of your views. And some of you gave your views, and I respect that and appreciate that. So once again, I want to thank you. Yeah? But in just a short while, I think I'm going to end this. So, anybody have any other comments towards it? You know, like I said, I think that one should have a good relationship with their in-laws, whether it be mother, father, brother, sister. But specifically talking about the parents. Yes, I believe they should, but no, it's not always a possibility. It's not always, excuse me, it's not always right. Not right. It's not, it doesn't always work out to be good. It doesn't always work out to be a good relationship, you know. But I believe like your significant others, they tell a lot. Their behaviors and stuff tells a lot of like where their bringing up is coming from. I was eating soup. I was eating soup, charm, but the soup is gone, gone, done, gone, bye bye. It gone, 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 gone. I was eating soup though, red pea soup with some breadfruit in it, some yam, potato, and a little bit of beef. I'm not really one for the beef and red meats and stuff, but that's what they wanted for dinner, so I cooked it and eat some of it, you know. But yeah, so what are your views, Charm? What do you think? Should your significant other should you have a good relationship with your significant other's parents, or should your children's significant have a good relationship with you? Should they live good with you? Do you think it's a good idea that in-laws live good with their one another? You know, and I'm not really talking too much about the sister-in-law or the brother-in-law, cousin-in-law, even though they fall into place too. I'm specifically talking about the parents, the father-in-law or the mother-in-law, or both. You know, what are your views on that real quick? And then I'm just gonna end this because I've been here just over an hour, and you know where I go. Who knows? I may pop up and do another live later on. Ever since I get the chance to go live, I've been going live 2, 3 times a day. So you never know. So yeah, what are your views on the Charm? I believe. Make sure. Yep. Okay. I believe. I believe if I had been the only one to the Father. Okay, yes, I think your significant other should have a good relationship with in-laws. Now, I see you say that, and it's true, But what if you're trying to do the best, excuse me, the best you can be and the best you can do to or for your in-laws, and they just don't push off that same energy that you push off to them? Should you let it be? Should you try to figure out how maybe you can work with it to have some type of a relationship? Because it doesn't have to be a every day you go over there, call and da 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 da. You know, or do you just say, sure, if I can't get along with your parents, it don't make sense me and you get married. Or I can't get along with your parents, I'm not gonna marry you anyway. Is that a wise thing to do? Because again, I think before you get married, you should already have or have established if you're going to have a good relationship with your in-laws or not from before you got married. I'm just saying, from before you got into that boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, is his mother gonna like me? Is his father gonna like me? Is her mother gonna like me? Is her father gonna like me? We need to think about that, because those can play major build-ups or major breakdowns in a relationship. That's just my view on it. And I thank you, Charles, for your view on it. Willie, I thank you for your view. Jim Bob, I thank you all, because we all have our views. There is no right view. There is no wrong view. There is no better view, no worse view. We all have views. It's like a bati oil. Everybody have one. You know what I mean? It's like an opinion. Everybody have one. But yeah, anyways, I'm about to end this now. And again, I want to thank you guys for coming. No parent should decide who their child. No, I do not think that parents should decide who their child should be with or should not be with. I absolutely do not. I don't even think a parent should decide what job their child should do or shouldn't do, what church they should do or shouldn't do. I don't think that's right. You know what I mean? They should accept it as it is. Yes, learn to get along. Learn to agree to disagree peacefully. Learn to make what seemed to be impossible possible. Instead of halfway empty, think of it as halfway full. I'm just saying. Instead of, I did a LS today, I look for 10, 15 people. I have over 1,000 something subscribers. I look for over 15 people, at least 10 people if they come. But there were 2, 3, 4, and 5. Be thankful for them. It depends on your perspective and how you view things and how you look at things. I'm just saying. But again, I'm different. But I'm just saying. So, again, I want to thank you all for your views and for your comments and for your love and your strength that you gave me by coming here, because it means a lot to me. When I say the 1 or the 2 or the 10 or the 15 or the 30, the 100, whatever number it be that comes to me, I am thankful for it. I am even thankful sometimes, even though it gets frustrating, when there is 0 on the screen. Because really and truly, as long as God is my audience, I'm all good. And not only that, but at least I'm still able to go live. At least I'm still able to post something. Have you ever gotten a strike on YT and you were unable to post? You wanted to post so bad, but you just could not post. But then now you get off of that little strike thing and you're able to post, you're able to go live. You're grateful that you're able to do it. Well, if YT did not exist at all, if YT did not exist at all, we would not have this platform for them to give us, for us to be able to be here. We are in 2021 and we're going into 2022. Can you count how many years it is from 2005 to 2021? Can you count that? 2005 to 2021. Can you count those many years? Well, those many years is how many years YT has been up and running. YT started in 2005. Not me and not you. YT itself started in 2005. And it's 2021 now. Be thankful that you are able to even use that platform. So I hope you got something from this one here. As usual, Servant David said, love, manners, and elevation. Wanna walk good, yeah? Until next time.
Let's greet each and every one of you. Well, this is Servant David. And if you're looking for health awareness, elevation, games, stories, songs, comedy, and more, then come check me out. Servant David Show. Holly man and woman, them know. Content for your channel start grow. Stop right, just so me all the info. You hear the name in the intro. It's the Servant David Show. So comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to share me out. Yeah? Servant David, love, manners, and elevation.